Hi, everyone. I'm Sandy Sandler, the creator of the Bowdabra, and I'd like to welcome you all to our Monday night Bowdabra Live. Thanks so much for giving up your evening to join me while I show you how to make some bows using Bowdabra. So I'm going to get started. I'm going to go to the overhead camera and get started here. We're going to make a wreath bow, but I'm going to show you how to make a shoelace bow. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take my Bowdabra bow wire. I'm going to use the silver because I'm going to wrap it around my white wreath. Hi, Joette. And I'm going to take my Bowdabra bow wire, fold it in half, and lay it down into my Bowdabra, and I'm just going to tuck the ends underneath so they stay out of my way. Then I'm going to take my lame ribbon and we're going to lay that down there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take my ribbon and I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm going to take the right side, lay that down. I'm going to fold it back over. And I love this ribbon because it kind of reminds me almost of a leather. Let's see here. Make this so that they're the same size. And then I'm going to take this, and again, what I'm going to do is fold it in half, find my center, lay it down in here, fold it back over, and I'm just going to make that the same as my other loops, fold it back over, and lay that down into my Bowdabra. And I'll take my wand, give everything a good scrunch. And so let me know where you're watching from. And if this is your first time watching us on Bowdabra, or are you familiar and do you watch us every week? And I'm just going to pull that out, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and we'll tie a knot, tie another knot. Let me know where you're watching from. And bring these down here. And I'm just going to tie this onto my wreath. And just tie a knot. And as you can see, we've got a really pretty wreath, and it was so super simple to make. So I'm going to take this and put this aside. Now we're going to go from our winter wreath to a Valentine's Day. And I'm going to take my some of my Bowdabra bow wire. So we have Indiana in the house. Let me know where you're watching from. And we're just going to tuck the ends underneath. And all I'm doing here is using scraps of ribbon. And just laying those down. Go back to the overhead camera. And don't forget to join our Bowdabra Facebook fan gallery. We love having you join us there and share all of your Bowdabra creations with us. And all I'm doing here is just laying my pieces. So this is a simple, simple bow to make. We're just laying our pieces here. Hi, Paulette. Hello from Mississippi. So I hope everybody has thawed out a little bit from last week's cold. I can't believe all the snow that you guys got back east. And we're just going to lay this down in here. Lay this in here. And I'm just going to take this and we're just going to do a little scrunchy bow down the center. And I'll pull it through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in my Bowdabra. Pull it out, separate the ends, bring them around to the back. And we're just going to tie a knot, tie another knot, and shape this out. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel if you haven't already. We have over 1,000 videos on our YouTube channel, and we have literally thousands of projects on Bowdabra.com. So you can see how pretty this comes out. And all I did was use scraps of ribbon in here. So I'm going to just take my trusty mat here and get out all of my glitter that I dropped. So put this aside. And now I'll take my gold Bowdabra bow wire and we'll go back over to the overhead camera. And I'm going to go from Valentine's Day to St. Patrick's Day. And we're just going to do a big scrunchy bow using my 21-inch wide mesh. Super easy to do. And then now I'm going to take my flowers. I'm going to lay these in here. And I'll have these flowers and we'll lay those going this way. Actually, I'll lay that going that way. Going this way. And our Chicago ribbon. Whoops. Just lay this down in here. And now we're just going to do a fold and twist bow. So we're just going to fold it, twist it, and scrunch it down. Fold and twist. And lay that down in there. Take my wand, give everything a good scrunch. So thank you, everybody, for sharing and all the light hearts and love that we're getting. I appreciate it very much. Oops, looks like I got a flower caught there. And we're just going to pull this through our slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Pull it out. So are you a wreath or a swag person? Are you more apt to make a door swag or a wreath? I'm more of a swag person, I think. And let's see here. And now we have our beautiful, beautiful swag. So super simple to make for Valentine's Day, for St. Patrick's Day. So now we're going to go to Mardi Gras. And go back to the overhead. So now what I'm going to do is take my piece of Bowdabra bow wire and so I guess Poxitani still saw his shadow this morning. So that means it's another 6 weeks till spring. So I'm just going to go here and we're going to just do bow here. And what I'm going to do here is take a piece of my Bowdabra bow wire and we're just going to tie this off. Whoops. So it's almost like we're making our own little wreath here. Let me try to do this again. Let me fold it in half and do it this way. Try it one more time. There. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to do another shoelace bow. And we're going to do another shoelace. Well, this would just be tails here. And then I'm going to hang this here, put this in here, take my Bowdabra bow wire, pull it up, pull it through my slip knot, pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra, separate the ends, bring it around to the back, and just tie this off, and tie a knot, clip the ends, and let's just clip this here. And now you can see, I think you can see, here we go. So we've made kind of almost like a little wreath that was super easy to make, and it's great for Mardi Gras. So I'm going to go ahead and put that aside and put everything aside. And now I'm just going to make a regular bow. So we're going to make a fold and twist bow. Take a piece of my Bowdabra bow wire, and we're just going to fold this in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra, tuck the end underneath, and I'm just going to cut a piece for a tail, and we'll dovetail the ends. And dovetail this one. Whoops. There we go. Hi, Amanda. And now what I'm going to do is grab about 3 yards. Whoops, it looks like I've got a bunch of tails on here. So now I'm going to grab about 3 yards. And so all we're going to do, we're just going to twist it and scrunch it in. And fold and twist and scrunch it in. fold and twist, fold and twist, fold and twist, fold and twist, fold and twist. And then I'm going to make my little button loop right there. And I'll just clip this here. Take my wand, give everything a good push. Pull everything through my slip knot. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Separate the ends. Bring it around to the back. And let's get this a little clip here. And pull this around here. Bring my tails down. And see, so we have a really pretty, simple, basic bow. We'll put this aside. And let's put this aside here. Roll my ribbon up. Put that aside. And now we're going to make another for St. Patrick's Day. So I'm going to fold my wire in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra, go back over to the overhead camera. Whoops. Want to make sure that this is folded in half here. Okay, there we go. Now I'll just tuck the ends underneath, them aside. And we're just going to lay our swag down into the Bowdabra. And going to use our pretty St. Patrick's Day ribbon. Lay this down so we have our tails hanging down. Our tails. And now we're just going to twist. And fold and twist. And twist. Fold and twist. Fold and twist. And twist. And now we're just going to do a circular bow. So all I'm doing is just taking the right side of the ribbon, laying that down, bringing it around to the right side of the ribbon, and then I'm just going to put that down in there. And we're going to do the same thing here. And take our wand and give everything a good push. And pull this up. So nice to see you here tonight, Amanda. I'm so happy you're back. And bring it around to the back. Tie a knot. And now we're just going to shape out our loops. Isn't this shamrock swag so much fun? I agree with you, Amanda. It's so easy. Just from dollar store. So now let's go ahead take some of our Valentine's Day ribbon. And I'm just going to fold my wire in half, lay this down into my Bowdabra. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and do a double bow. So we're just going to twist it, bring it back around, and twist, fold and twist. And let's finish this up here. And then we're just going to fold and twist this here. And twist, twist, and twist. And just fold and twist, fold and twist. Thank you, Amanda. And just fold or twist. So all I'm doing here is just folding and twisting. Fold and twist. And fold and twist. And just finish that up here. We'll do a little button loop in the center. Give everything a good scrunch. Pull it through. Pull it out while it's still in the Bowdabra. Separate the ends. Bring them around to the back. Hi, Betty. And so just pull everything. And this is such a pretty little Valentine's Day bow. So let's see what else we've got. Oh, I have our beautiful black and white striped. I love this ribbon. So we're going to take our silver Bowdabra bow wire. Now this ribbon would make a very pretty wreath bow. So we'll go back over to the overhead camera. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It really means a lot that you take the time out of your Monday evenings to join. So again, this is just a fold and twist bow. And fold and twist. And fold and twist. Now definitely let me know. Oh, thank you so much for sharing, you guys. I appreciate it. So this ribbon is actually the same on both sides. So you don't have to twist it, but I like to twist because I feel like the loops at the end, if you twist them, they shape out better. So we're just going to fold and twist. And twist. And have these two little pieces that we'll just put those down in here. And take it. And I love, this is one of my new favorite ribbons because it looks like it's all glittery, but there's no glitter. And take my rose and grab my wand. Everything a good push. And pull this up through here. Put through my slip knot. Put tight while it's still in my Bowdabra. Separate the ends. Bring it around to the back. Just kind of pull everything in opposite directions. And this would be really pretty if you put this on a wreath. So I can't believe we got through everything tonight. We made so much. Let's see if we can make one more bow. I think I'm going to go over here. Let's reach over to, and we'll make one more. So this is going to be a really pretty shoelace bow. Thank you, Brenda. So we're just going to fold our wire in half, lay that down into our Bowdabra, and just tuck the ends underneath. Then I'm going to take my ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty. The glitter. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to make a big shoelace bow. So I'm going to just fold this in half, take the right side of my ribbon, lay this down, bring it back over here, and do the same thing on this side. Give everything a good scrunch. Pull everything through. Pull it tight while it's still in the Bowdabra. Separate the ends. Bring it around to the back. And just tie it off. And we finish off with our beautiful shoelace bow. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. It was wonderful being here, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. And don't forget, on Wednesday night, on Wednesdays, we have a brand new video that comes out on YouTube. So definitely sign up for our YouTube channel so that you'll be notified when our new videos come out. Thanks so much for joining me.